that was a really hard one to film. Too many clouds. Anyway, those were F-18s out of Oceana, flying over in respect of Richard Marchenko, Navy SEAL, founder of Navy SEAL Team 6, and the author of the book Rogue Warrior, from which the video game is being based. He's being laid to rest today in Arlington.
Hey guys, good afternoon. A little bit late start today because, well, we had a lot of stuff going on this morning. And because it's really quite a quiet day in Washington. You see, the White House has only one event on the schedule and it's not open to the whole press corps. The Vice President's out of town, the Congress is out of town, and it's not that hot. It's like in the mid-80s. So I thought we'd just wander about on a Friday and try to find something interesting to show you. Maybe we'll be successful, maybe we won't. Let's find out. So as per usual, we're up by the National Cathedral and we're gonna ride across the grounds and then make our way downtown. In fact, today though, I think we're gonna run through Georgetown instead of Embassy Row. I kinda got a hankering to go over the river into Virginia. So let's swing over this way and make our way down to Georgetown. All right, we're heading down Wisconsin Avenue by the Russian Embassy. It's right over there. They put up a fence to a second fence inside to give them more privacy now that they have lots of Ukrainians protesting out here on a regular basis. I think we're gonna skip behind Rockland's right now, because if I go in front of Rockland's, I'm gonna smell barbecue and I'm gonna get hungry. I think it's probably in my best interest, health-wise, just to go behind it. Get something over in Maryland, Virginia. Whoa! What's this guy doing? Backing up. Never seen backup lights go like that. That's kind of interesting. Oh, God! The streets are just bumpy as heck. You guys don't notice it because I'm holding a Steadicam, but you probably hear those bumps. Every one of those bumps you hear is like teeth jarring as I go over potholes and whatnot. We're in a draft right now. We could really fly by this truck. Oh, what a bump. All right, guys, so over there is Georgetown Hospital and the parking garage where the incident took place yesterday. One person has died from that. Apparently a car was making a three-point turn and was going to run into the wall, and they didn't want to run into the wall, so they ran into the valet station instead, where a bunch of people were standing. I don't quite figure that one, yeah? Anyway, sadly, one person has died, 5 others are injured. Oh, and this is now a dead end blast. Okay, so that was a dead end. I think, though, that there is a road on the other side that'll let us sketch through campus and cut over to where we want to be. So let's take this little back route down by the French Embassy, which is just past the hospital. Right over there is the hospital on the left. So now we're behind the hospital and medical school over on my left. And on my right is this massive intramural sports facility with tons of tennis courts, weight rooms, basketball courts, everything for the kids to play. It's pretty wild. All right, let's go straight on through. So here's the sports facility on the right. And over on the left is the new football field, soccer field, and lacrosse field for Georgetown. And that big dorm right over there, that 10-story dorm, that was Bill Clinton's dormitory when he was a student here. Yeah, Bill Clinton went to Georgetown and lived right over there. Okay, that's cut across campus. There's the Hoya Bulldog. And that's the dining hall. And this will take us up to the old quad. Let's go up this way. Oh, it's a hill. What time is it? 1:30? 1:45? 2 o'clock. Okay. That is the Healy Administration Building, the heart of the campus. And it is 2 o'clock, as you heard the bells chime. And we will pop out on the other side here into the Georgetown you're more familiar with. So this is the Georgetown neighborhood, but actually the university owns most of these houses. They put upperclassmen here rather than in the dorms, and to keep them away from the general Georgetown population and causing issues, noise and whatnot. This is Holy Trinity, the church where Joe Biden goes to church on when he's in DC, and Kennedy goes there. Well, it looks like there's a funeral, yeah. So rest in peace. And let's keep going this way. Her thumb. I just decided to stop. That was really fun. So that car you see backing out, that little blue one, that's coming out of 3600 Prospect, The Exorcist house. Yeah, that is where they filmed the movie The Exorcist. Ooh. And right next to it are the Exorcist steps. But I don't take my bike down there. There's a bunch of tourists looking at it. Ah, another building getting renovated over here. It's summertime. All the campuses all around the country are doing their big renovations now. There's no students. This is an incredibly steep hill. I don't go down it very often because you can only turn right at the bottom, which puts you away from the city, but it's still cobblestone and it's like straight down kind of. All right, let's go down here 34th Street and we're gonna make our way over to Key Bridge. Now, as someone who has a 5 o'clock shadow all the time, oh, this guy in the middle of the road. So I can appreciate this one house that sort of stands out from all the others. All the houses are the same, except the one covered in a 5 o'clock shadow, basically. Wow, what a traffic nightmare today. We might have to actually wait for the light to change. Okay. We are now on the Key Bridge, and we're going to go over the Potomac and skirt down the Virginia side of the river today. Key Bridge is pretty high. If you've got height issues, this is not really the bridge for you, because it's just a fence here that sort of separates you from the 100-foot drop down to the water below. Can we go over the fence? Yeah, we can go over the fence. This is a great place to spot helicopters. I've been out here a few times filming helicopters. Sometimes the Air Force guys like to go a little bit really low over this bridge. That's Roosevelt Island over there. That's part of the district. That's Teddy Roosevelt Memorial is in the middle of that island, but 99% of the people that visit DC never visit the Teddy Roosevelt Memorial. It's actually pretty cool. I've done it a few times on my videos. And up ahead you is Roslyn, Virginia. You can tell because it's not covered by the DC height restriction for buildings. So you can have tall buildings over here, whereas in DC, 10's the limit. 10 stories basically is all you can go. All right, let's get down on the bike trail and down on the water. Okay, got a nice clean bike lane now. Oh. I'm chasing a bird. I tell you, these tree stumps just wreak havoc with the bike lanes. When you got a tree stump under a road, the cars sort of smush down the asphalt. But on a bike lane, no luck. And we're gonna have a bunch of them up ahead, I know. Ooh. So this is the George Washington, or no, this is the GW Parkway, George Washington Parkway. Heading up all the way to Tyson's Corner, the big suburban shopping area. and posh office spots. Let's keep going. Okay, we're now on the boardwalk along the Potomac. It's really bumpy. You're not seeing it from the camera, but you're probably hearing the bike bang up and down. It's really pretty though. So this is the Teddy Roosevelt Bridge up here. You see it a lot when we're on the other side. We go through that little tunnel by the Lincoln Memorial and go under this road and this old bridge. It's the oldest and ugliest bridge in DC, probably. Who knows when they're ever going to fix it up, though. All right, smoother sailing. Now we just have to deal with the random tree roots every now and then, which are marked with the white paint. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, there's a bunch. Boom, 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 boom. There you get the whole mall, the Jefferson, the Washington, the Lincoln, the river, and the bridge. It's a pretty pleasant ride on this side of the river. Let's just keep making our way down. I believe that's the Merchant Marine Memorial. It might actually be some sort of sailor's memorial to all sailors. Now this little area right here, some of you who are my age, you might have seen this little area before, because this is where the rescue operation for Air Florida took place. The plane that crashed into the 14th Street Bridge, live on television. This is the shore where you saw the helicopter bringing the survivors over to the shore and people jumping off to swim into the ice-cold river to save them. That all took place right here in this little grove. The bridge is just up ahead, and that's where the plane crashed on takeoff because it didn't have enough de-icing on it. Oof. Let's go down towards the airport, yeah? It'll be fun. Oh, geese. Oh. Here's the 14th Street Bridge. So named because it's basically 14th Street. I think technically it has a bunch of other different names, but there's like 3 or 4 different spans and they all have like a different name. It's really confusing. Everybody just calls it the 14th Street Bridge. The VH-92 coming into a landing at Anacostia Air Station. That's the new Marine One. Maybe soon, one day. Off they go up the river. Enough fun, let's go get a hamburger. There's actually a YouTuber in London named Big Jet TV. He just sits at the end of Heathrow's airport and does live streams of planes landing. And he has thousands of people watch him every day, thousands. Maybe I should do that instead of chasing around Biden and Capitol Hill and all that. We'll see. All right, up to the airport. Cameras, fences. Razor wire. They don't want you to go onto the runway. Okay, let's head down the parkway a bit on this bike lane. It's nice and loud. Okay guys, we're at the airport. We gotta go under a road though. all the people on a Friday trying to get out of town. Not exactly the most friendly people to bicycles. So we'll take this little bicycle path and head up and dock this bike for a bit because we got to run an errand at the airport, and then we'll get another bike and continue on looking for lunch. Okay, we're not going to bike for a little bit. We're going to take a subway. I think just when we arrive. Excuse me. Okay. I'm gonna get a view through the back. Bye, train station. And another one comes in. We're actually not here for them all. We're here for the stores across the street because across the street is Basic Burger, and I haven't been here in a month or two. Let's see if it's still alive. Yeah, actually, the last time I was here, this was an ice skating rink. It has been a while. All right, and there's Basic Burger. Let's go and get a good burger and fries. Okay, I think the microphone's dead. We'll just have to go with some wind noise now and then. We're gonna ride over, we're gonna switch bikes to a red bike, which sucks, so we're gonna go find an electric, and then we're gonna head back into the city. So over there is Boeing Field, paid for by the Boeing Aircraft Corporation. I should say paid for. They spent $10 million for the naming rights of Boeing Field, so that's why there are Boeing logos all over the field there. Why? Because every plane that goes in and out of national airports sees Boeing, and all the guys who buy planes for the Pentagon, well, that's what they see when they look outside the window when they fly out of town. All right, let's go down this way. I hear the subway train. Yeah, subway tunnels around here somewhere. I don't know how I'm going to get out of here though on a bike. I don't think this connects into any trails. Well, we'll have to just find out. This is a new pool, by the way. It's really nice. So guys, this does happen occasionally. I'm kind of lost. I need to get the other side of this lagoon up here called LBJ or Lady Bird Johnson Park. So we got to figure out a way, cut around the Pentagon through construction and make our way out of here. But I think it can be done. And the reason I think that is because some other guy on a bike just went in front of me and I'm following him. Okay, this is the Pentagon, the parking lots. We're gonna make our way over to LBJ, Lady Bird Johnson Park. I think it's just right up here on the right. Aha, it may be a swamp, but I see a bridge. I think that bridge is our connection to the other side. It's not ADA accessible, really. There we go. Oof. All right, let's take this bridge over to the park. And then from there, I think there's a tunnel that'll connect us back into the bike lanes. Maybe. Little marina down here. Fishing. Out here they got a little restaurant. People can come out and get a beer or something as they go out on their boats. And I think down here somewhere is a tunnel that's going to get me under this big road and back on track. Oh look, they got Frisbee golf out here. Tunnel and the Jefferson Memorial on the other side. I knew I would get there, so I wasn't really lost. All right, let's head back. Let's take Memorial Bridge, I think. All right, George Washington University Hospital. where the buskers are out selling stuff. No chess hustlers today. There he is. There's the chess hustler. He's not playing though. Let's go up by the ER. The Ronald Reagan Institute of Emergency Medicine. This is where Reagan was brought when he was shot. And this is the hospital closest to the White House if there's ever an emergency. If it's something scheduled, they'll fly him up to Walter Reed, but if it's in a pinch, they come here. Okay guys, we're back up on Embassy Row now, and unfortunately, we got the big, arduous uphill coming. Ooh, I hate that hill. I really hate that hill. But we made it up, finally. All right guys, back where we started. Yeah, that's what an Odyssey really is all about. Coming right back to where you began. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I might be around this weekend. We'll see what we can show you. I got some yard work to do, but we'll find some time to film something. All right, bye-bye.